Okay, so some of y'all were very passionate about the last video, eh? For some reason, one of the things that people got hooked on was that I said that the Steelbooks look bad. And I got some messages about it, trying to defend the design. Obviously, this is a subjective thing, and I don't speak for the majority of the community, but I stand by what I said. It looks like garbage, and I want to explain more where I'm coming from. First, I want to show one of the messages I received, because it's a wonder to believe. Your video on the Pokemon pre-orders is fucking stupid. I don't get what you're complaining about getting a Steelbook. I think there was supposed to be a space there. I don't understand why you need to hate on it all. I don't understand your hate for the Steelbook. It seems more than fine. Comma, you should be grateful that you're even getting a physical item. As a scholar of bitchless speaking patterns, what he was trying to say is why I felt that the Steelbook's design was subpar. And you want to know why? Fine, I'll tell you. I think the design is too bland. There's not enough here to make it feel warranted to be its own case. Sure, the inside has the shattered glass crystal looking pattern to reflect the new terrestrial gimmick, and the back has the school logo, but is that really all? I feel like it could be made better, at least in my opinion, which is what I set out to do here. Also, before I move on, I just want to bring note to the "you should be grateful" part. While that is a fantastic point, I have a counter-argument.
I paid money for it.
Anyway, going into the second message I received, I feel like calling the Steelbook garbage is a bit harsh. Sure, it doesn't look great, but it could be much worse. It's clear they were going for a schoolbook aesthetic, since the entire environment of the game is like an academy. So yeah, I do think this person is right. I think the Steelbook is going for a school notebook kind of feel, but I don't think they went far enough with it. So after I got these messages, I went into my laboratory and cooked up some delicious ideas to try and redesign the Steelbook in my own image, as I am an artiste. Okay, not gonna waste any more time. Here it is. So I leaned into the notebook aesthetic way more. The back was fine as it is, but I did add some ornate lines from the front cover to make them feel a bit more connected. On the front, I've removed the corresponding legendary as the main feature, instead replaced with a classic notebook design. I've added the name of the school on top of the middle to make it feel like a more prestigious notebook, only given to students of the school. I've kept the golden border, as I felt it made it feel more fancy. Lastly, I've added a corresponding legendary as a little stamp on the middle bottom of the cover. Now for the inside, we're greeted with the classic white lined paper that most notebooks have. And look, we even have the same terrestrial pattern at the top to keep that reference going. But that's not the entire design, no. You see, since this is a notebook, I thought, what would really add to this design to make it feel more authentic? And the obvious answer is notes. So yeah, a few small notes and doodles are scattered across the two pages, made by my amazing friends Tempo and UnderwOtter. Link to their work in the description. Please go check them out, they're amazing. So yeah, this was my concept for how the Steelbook can be improved to be a little more unique, while still fitting into the theme of the game. My previous video was in no way to say that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to be bad. In fact, I'm really hyped to play this game when it comes out. It was more just a way to vent my frustration that I feel that there isn't really an incentive to pre-order these games. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that you'll be here for the next one. But just to bomb that like button and subscribe. Please don't come back, and have a great day. See ya!